Shalom and welcome to another in our series of podcasts from Temple Beth Am, a dynamic center for conservative Judaism in Los Angeles. This is Meditation and Mindfulness with Rabbi Adam Kligfeld.
Good morning, everyone. Moadim l'simcha.
Chagim is my name, the Sasso.
Or
Chaguzel.
Chaguzel. That was Rabbi Lucas's attempt to change Jewish culture by replacing the unwieldy Chagim Uzmanim L'Sason with Chaguzel. That's a good acronym. It's Friday morning. It's the last day of Chol Moed Pesach. We're a little bit later than usual, so hello to those who are here in my office. Hello to those who are joining on Zoom. Hello to anyone who's watching on Facebook, and hello to anyone who's listening to this asynchronously on the Temple Beth Am podcast series. We might be late, but it's never too late to claim moments for oneself and to restore breathing as an intentional act, and to try to ground yourself to the earth and to the heavens simultaneously. Here's what I've been pondering as we approach Shvi'i Shel Pesach, the seventh day of Pesach. I spoke a little bit about the seventh day of Pesach on the first day of Pesach. I don't know if that means I should speak about the first day of Pesach on the seventh day of Pesach, but the seventh day of Pesach has been on my mind. And I spoke on first Yom Tov morning about how it's interesting to question why the Torah deemed this day of Pesach worthy of its own holiday, right? That it's a new Yom Tov, or it's not just that Pesach is ending, it's Pesach is ending with another thing worthy of a holiday. And what I suggested then was this idea that the rabbis were, the Torah, and amplified by the rabbis, were saying, being nowhere is also being somewhere, because you're never there, and that too is worth celebrating. That you're part of the way on a trajectory, but you haven't actually reached the promised land conceptually or literally, and that's actually the experience of all of reality. And so that may be worthy of a holiday. I can't prove that that's what the Torah had in mind, but it's the conjecture that's working for me right now. Similar to that, I've been thinking about Dayenu. It's really interesting to me that one of the first little ditties that a Jewish 4-year-old loves to sing may be one of the most profound poems in our tradition, because no human being that I know of has ever mastered the art of being grateful when things are imperfect, right? We're very good at complaining when things are imperfect. We're not nearly as good as being grateful when things are imperfect. And Dayenu is a list of things that the author of the poem said, had you only done this, it would have been enough, parentheses, it wouldn't really have been enough, but I'm going to try to be grateful for it. Next time, had you brought us this far, it would have been enough. Not really. I don't want to be abandoned in the desert. It would not have been okay not to have food. It would not have been okay to not be given Shabbat, etc. But if that's all I have, Dayenu, or Dayenu means it's enough for us, or to personalize with Dayai, right? Enough for me. So I wanted to meditate on enough, on the notion of Dai. What does it mean to talk about this moment, that whatever I have right now, Dai, it's enough. Whoever I am right now, Dai, it's enough. There is a counterpoint. I gave this as a highlights from some years ago too, that if you go too far in the direction of whoever I am now is enough, then you won't work on self-improvement. And that's also a Jewish concept. But if you work too much on self-improvement, then it's going to turn into self-loathing, and you're not going to feel yourself worthy, right? And if you say that everything that is right now is enough, then you're not going to agitate for important change in the world. And that's important. On the other hand, you could lose your mind only focusing on what is insufficient, as opposed to, right now, I have enough, there is enough, I am enough. Right? To quote Mary Poppins, enough is as good as a feast, which is something I wish I could remember anytime I'm at a buffet. Enough is as good as a feast. So with that in mind, I invite you to zoom in on the now, close your eyes. Feel your cells in your body just announce themselves to you as present, healthy, alive. Place your feet flat on the ground in front of you, and your hands on your legs, either palms up or palms down. And however sleepy or amped up you might feel right now, try to breathe yourself into poised rest. Where your mind is incredibly focused. All the detritus on the edges are disappearing like a cloud into the sky. Your mind is only where you want it to be. But you are also very much at rest. Your heartbeat may have slowed. Some of the residue of countless to-do lists and anxiety just disappearing. It may come back, but for now, you are serene, you are well, you are alert. You are enough. And this is enough. Dayenu. If I only had what I have now, Dayenu. If I only were to be who I am now, Dayenu. It doesn't mean there aren't other hurdles to jump, places to reach, versions of the self to strive for. It doesn't squash that, but it balances that. If I only had this, if I only were this, Dayenu. There is enough. This is enough. Whether or not you fully believe it, see if you can hear your mind saying it to you. Dayenu. You are enough. And this is enough. If your mind has wandered and is far away from Dayenu, say Dayenu even about that. Whatever these moments of mindfulness bring you, it's not about reaching a particular goal. It's about what it is. Wherever you travel, the labyrinth of your mind, you stayed focused on a particular pixel of enough. Your mind created a kaleidoscope that you didn't ask for. Dayenu. It's enough. You are enough. To the surface, whether or not you want to. Share the closing meditation prayer together. Say this 3 times. May we and all beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May we all be free of suffering and the causes of suffering. May we all experience true happiness that has no taint of suffering. May we live in great equanimity, free from burdening attachment to loved ones and contempt for others, but rather with compassion for all. May we and all beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May we all be free of suffering and the causes of suffering. May we all experience true happiness that has no taint of suffering. May we live in great equanimity, free from burdening attachment to loved ones and contempt for others, but rather with compassion for all. May we and all beings have happiness and the cause of happiness. May we all be free of suffering and the cause of suffering. May we all experience true happiness that has no taint of suffering. May we live in great equanimity, free from burdening attachment to loved ones and contempt for others, but rather with compassion for all.
You have been listening to another in our series of podcasts from Temple Beth Am, a dynamic center for conservative Judaism in Los Angeles. If you enjoy these podcasts, we invite you to write a review on the Apple Podcast site or wherever you get your podcasts. For more information about Temple Beth Am Los Angeles, go to tbala.org.